Most people waste months and thousands of dollars building broken AI apps that nobody actually wants. I've been programming for over 11 years now, and today I'm going to show you the exact framework that top 1% founders use to validate, build, and launch apps with AI in under 10 minutes. This is the same process behind my own 3 apps that are making over $40,000 per month, with a fourth on its way. Here's the problem. If you're just using tools like Replit or Lovable with one-line prompts, here's what happens. You burn through credits, you spend weeks fixing bugs, and worst of all, nobody cares, because you skipped validation. There's a missing link between your idea and launching your app, and I'm going to give you that missing link today. The top 1% people who build with AI validate, build, and launch in 24 hours because they know exactly what to build, how to build it without much effort, and where to launch as soon as possible. Let's go through it step by step. Validation is the most important step, because before you even think about code, you need to know if people want your product, if they're willing to pay, and if now is the right time. This will help you create the right offer, market it, and get customers. To do this, you only need 3 things. 1. The problem you're solving. 2. How you're solving it. 3. And who you are solving it for. For this video, let's use this example. Problem. Early-stage SaaS founders struggle to efficiently create high-quality marketing posts. Solution. A tool called SaaSmate that automates SaaS-specific marketing content with tailored templates. Target market, indie SaaS founders. Now I'll search for proof that this problem exists. Since a lot of SaaS founders are on Reddit, I'll start there. I'll pick a phrase from the problem statement like SaaS founders struggling with marketing and add Reddit in front of the search. As you can see, there are a lot of posts which shows this is a real big problem for them. From these posts, I can extract pain points, things like lack of time, lack of design skills, and the need for affordable solutions. Next, I'll look at competitors. Most of the big players are bloated or too generic. None of them are tailored specifically for indie SaaS founders at an affordable price point. That's our validation signal. Okay, now that we have some validation that the people really need our product, we'll start working on building the app. This is where most people fail. They just throw a vague prompt like, "Build me an app." But the top 1% use a structured prompt called a PRD, Product Requirements Document. Here's what to include: problem, solution, and target market. Exact features. User flow. How the users navigate your app. If you're unsure about the user flow, just look at what your competitors are doing, like what happens after you log in or click each button in their app. Technical considerations. Exactly what stuff is used to build what part of your app. I'll be using this as an example. And design requirements, so your app doesn't look like a generic AI template. Here's my PRD, which I generated with Valident. Now I'll drop it straight into Replit. I've tested this same blueprint across Replit, Lovable, Cursor, Windsurf, Base44, even in ChatGPT. It works everywhere. After building the MVP, let's say I want to add more features or change something. For example, I want to add testimonials on the landing page. Instead of a vague prompt like add testimonials, I'll use the prompt optimizer, which gave me this really comprehensive and targeted prompt, which I can directly put into Replit. This adds the section correctly, saves credits, and avoids broken code with errors. Here's the step almost everyone ignores: launching. Your MVP isn't real until it's in front of users. The top 1% know exactly where their audience lives. My AI co-founder gave me these 3 subreddits, so I'll be posting there. Now, let's ask it to generate the Reddit launch posts tailored to these communities. I can also easily create carousels for Instagram or TikToks instantly. This literally covers my marketing without worrying about it. In less than 10 minutes, we validated a real problem, built a working MVP, and launched it in front of the right people. That's the power of this blueprint. Now, you can do all of this directly inside Valident.io without wasting weeks or hundreds of dollars in credits. Unlike most rappers, this isn't just using ChatGPT in the background. Valident was built as a RAG trained on 3,000 plus successful business models, real app architectures, and 100,000 plus conversations across social medias. That's why over 2,000 builders are already using this to create apps and making money. And right now, there's a limited lifetime deal until October 10th. I'll drop the exact app, the entire code file, PRD template, and prompts I used in this video if you get the deal before 10th October, so you can copy-paste it and start today. Thanks for watching. Now go build something the top 1% way.